Cindy, this is Bill RunningFisher. I got a message to give you a call.
Yes, thank you for calling me back. I just wanted to ask you a little bit about the story where you were listed as a witness in this abuse case here that occurred.
Okay.
So my question is, when did you go out to the camp?
I first went out there back on December 2nd, and
Okay.
I first became involved with the elder who was abused in question on December 6th. That blizzard that first came up at nighttime, I was working out there at night. I was the medic platoon commander. I heard we just put out one of the tents that had caught on fire, and I heard some wailing, like a person crying.
Yeah.
So we found the tent and stuff like that that it was coming from. Made entry into the tent, and I found Mary Trujillo in there, zip tied both of her arms to a chair. She just had on a sweater, no pants on, no diaper. She'd been soiling herself. Looked like a while.
Mm-hmm.
She had a big pile of excrement and urine that she was just sitting in. She couldn't move her arms to feed herself or drink or anything else like that. It was obvious she suffered from dementia. You know, she had a very altered mental status. That night was 60 below zero, and we had winds gusting up 60 plus miles an hour. And we were at that point in time evacuating the camp of all elders and kids and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So we got loaded up into a journey to be evacuated first to the, what they call it, Prairie Nights Casino, which we're using as a staging area. And for there, she was going to be sent on to an area hospital because she needed a way better level of care than we could obviously provide there as a medic.
The woman that saw Mary and Kathleen at the casino, she came from the Veterans for Standing Rock from California, and she called our station and she said she had a video of Kathleen.
Oh yeah, that's on YouTube.
Yep, she said she had a video of Kathleen at the casino, and that she and her friends would testify in court that they had seen Mary and that Mary was fine and Kathleen was with her and she was taking very good care, and that there was no elder abuse that occurred on that day. And she also said L'Oreal popped her head in and checked on Mary and Kathleen. When I talked to L'Oreal, I asked her if she had ever seen them there at the casino, and she said nope. She did not remember ever seeing that woman's face before. Those were her exact words. But
yeah, I checked on Kathleen back there 2 times. Kathleen and Mary. I checked on them 2 times.
At the casino?
Yeah.
And they were doing okay?
They were fine. Nobody ever told me that she was hypothermic or that there was anything wrong.
See, that's what's really weird, because Bill gave that story on that day, and then he also invoiced the vets for a lot of money.
That must be, some of those things I don't know. When he found her, I don't know the time when he found her on December 6th. I don't know how he found. All I hear is hearsay. I've never seen anything in writing. I never even questioned him or asked him, because to me he's a federal marshal, and I guess I kind of assume.
Are you sure he was a federal marshal?
Oh well, I'm going off of what he told me.
Was he wearing a badge or something that showed his credentials, or?
He got in his wallet, and he took this coin out. He said that he was, I don't think he said federal. I think he said he was a U.S. Marshal.
Okay, U.S. Marshal.
U.S. Marshal, and that he was going to take over this situation, and that was on December 16th. No, December 17th. Whenever we transported her over.
And how did you end up in a situation where you were reconnected in camp with this woman?
That was on December 17th, a Saturday. We had a report that there was an elder who was in a pretty bad shape. We'd been tied down to a camp bed That time we found her in a teepee.
So on the 17th, she was again tied?
That was the report. When I went into the teepee itself, she was not tied.
How did you find her when you found her the second time? How did you find her?
She was on like one of those, I guess you call it like an outdoor lounging chair, kind of sticks out with the feet and everything else. She had no pants on, but she had a sweater, a cap, and a diaper, and she was wrapped in a sleeping bag. And there was heat in the camp, and her daughter was inside there. The lady who said she was the daughter, I don't know if it is or not.
Right. So then what was the conversation like? You say that Melanie was supposed to tell the daughter of this woman that she wasn't supposed to be...
She told her, and there was no supposed to about it.
Okay.
And you can hear the entire conversation on those Morton County 911 dispatch tapes.
Okay.
Now, at that time, on December 16th, I didn't even question him. To me, this is my own thinking that it happened that same day. That would only be my only thought, that it happened that exact same day, and that's why we were dealing with it, and that's why we were taking care of it, and that's why he got solved.
He never said that, because he told me that the day he found her on the 17th, he recognized her as the woman that he had saved on the 6th. But he said that she was fine, she was warm, she was not dirty, she was not caked in feces, she was not tied, she was in a diaper, she was warm with her daughter in the tent, and that you were there to tell them that they needed to go to the hospital because she was not doing well, and that because she had been abused, and that you and the medics told her that she was going to have her mom taken to the hospital, and she started calling 911 because she was upset, and then you called 911 and reported it to the police.
Well, I'm glad somebody knows everything. It's not. It didn't really. The thing was not to escalate the situation. Okay, what he told me is that he found her zip tied to the chair, and it sounded like that had just happened. That he had just found her that day, or that couple hours before they came and told me what was going on. Obviously, the report for her to get on the ambulance because she's abused, that's not true. She was getting in the ambulance because she needed to seek help.
Right, but you have to understand that the Bismarck Tribune and the police report all state that the reason that she's in jail is because she abused her mother on December 6th. That is the basis of the entire complaint, is that Kathleen is abusing her mother and she should be in jail for that horrible abuse. But every bit of that story so far has not turned out to be true. Every bit of it on December 6th. All of it is like nobody saw it.
That's not public call, right?
That's not what?
That's not the public call. That's not your call or my call. It's the people that were involved that wrote the statement and said what they saw and what happened. I trust that the system's not just going to go and jail somebody just because there's one report and this is